We're live. Ooh. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the new moon in Taurus. If you are here and you can hear me and see me, please let me know. And I'm really hoping we're getting ready to have a storm. Hey, Tasha. It's getting ready to storm here, and the internet has not been my friend all week. It just randomly goes in and out. So I really hope that is not the case tonight. Rain, rain, go away. Actually, we need the rain. We do. But it could have waited till, the circle was over. So I'm sending you guys some Palo Santo. Hey, Kathy, to help clear away any bad juju. So if you're new here, welcome. Hey, Amy, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Yes, Tasha. I've seen that there is a lot of the rest of the week. I think it's going to rain, but I think we're getting this summer weather where every day it rains at like 2 o'clock. So if you are new here, welcome. My name is Anne Marie. We're going to talk about the energy that we're in and that we got smacked with, where it's taking us. I will show you 3 cards. Pick the card that resonates with you. And each card represents a deck. Hi, Nancy. And then afterwards, we are going to do a meditation. And because Taurus is an earth sign, and Taurus has to do with luxury and beauty and the material world, I figured tonight would be a great time to ground ourselves and balance our chakras. Hey, Anita. Oh my God, I'm so glad you're here. I know you moved and we were confused with the time zone, but I'm glad you made it. So, first of all, congratulations, everyone, on surviving another eclipse cycle and Mercury retrograde. You can't really see my shirt, but here, I'm going to stand up because this kind of explains it. It says, I'm fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. And you see the cat? That's me. So I don't know about you guys. Hey, how are you? I haven't seen you in like forever. So let me know how you guys have been feeling with these intense, really intense energies. Oh, thank you, Amy. Today was definitely a day to wear this shirt. Oh, I'm glad everybody was able to make it. I know the last couple of circles there was like confusion and then sometimes not everybody can make it, which is fine. So we survived the eclipse and the retrograde. So I know for me, and I know a lot of you guys, it was really challenging. It was like kicking our asses, energetically, emotionally, mentally. Things are going to start to settle down for us with this earth energy. It's going to kind of ground us more. Um, hey, Lynn, I'm glad you made it. It's going to ground us more. So this is the perfect time, guys. I wanted to do a vision board, like little workshop together, but thank you. But it's just been crazy. So I didn't even get to do my own vision board. But it doesn't matter if you do it today or you do it next week. If you do your vision board before the full moon, and now is the time to plant seeds. Um, we have the energy of Jupiter, which is luck and money and unexpected surprises. So this is a good time to plant your seeds. Make a vision board, journal what you want, however you want to put it out there, it is a good time to focus on what you want and just dwell on it, because things are manifesting and moving very quickly. Lynn, my shirt here, let me show the shirt again. It says, "It's fine, I'm fine, everything is fine." That shirt. Lynn came late, so she wants to know about the shirt. So I did write some notes and I did do a channel, so I will share the channel afterwards. Let's see. This is the energy that we've been experiencing because it's been so emotionally draining and psychologically challenging. Hey, Maya, we are seeing what doesn't work for us, which helps us understand what does work for us. So, and I always feel like I'm always saying purging, but that's what we're doing. Over the past month, if you think about it, if you sit and like just think about what's been going on for the past month, you'll see that it was coming to your attention, things that weren't working, things that were draining you, and the things that you enjoy and things that you want. Even if you don't have it yet, you know you want it. This would make you happy. This would bring you joy. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about a true feeling, like being around people who understand you or friends that support you. I'm talking about that stuff. I mean, the money's fine too, but it's not that we want money just to have money. We want money for the things that we want because we are conditioned to believe the money is going to make us happy once we have these things. And we're realizing that now it's not really true. Because you can see, though, that 1% of billionaire, trillionaires, they're just miserable bastards. All the money in the world, all the power in the world, and all they can do is spread hate and anger. So that's proof enough that money doesn't buy happiness because they're miserable fucks. So the past week was really intense, and it was bringing up deep feelings, discomfort, and maybe you've been getting like memory flashes, or you started thinking of certain events that happened in the past, or even certain people. This was all bringing up all kinds of stuff because we're birthing something new. So shitty dreams. I know I'm dreaming, but I don't remember what they are. So if you're having shitty dreams, then that's representing something that you need to be aware of so you can get rid of it. Bernadette, I normally do not have anxiety. I mean, it's very rare that I have anxiety or a panic attack. And a couple of days ago, I had one. And it sucked. It really did suck. Because normally I just don't get to that point. But it was just overwhelming. And if you're sensitive and you feel the energy and you're feeling the collective craziness and chaos that's going on, it's going to affect you even more. So not everything you're feeling is you personally. Oh, I'm sorry you felt that way. I think we all, to some point, feel like we need to be sedated, but I understand that yours was really, I really get it because I felt it and I normally do not get like that. So I can imagine if someone has anxiety, how they were feeling. What do you mean, Anita? You're really impatient, bored, anxious, um, that you want to like rush through it. You just want to get it done with. Like, be a little bit more specific what you're feeling or what you want your goal to be. so I can understand it, because there is a lot of shedding old beliefs. And if you really look at it, the conditioning of society that we were raised with, and it doesn't matter how old you are, because it's pretty much everybody has experienced this. And over the past, let's say, week or two, you're starting to realize the lie behind this thought form, this pattern, this belief. And that is hard to be aware of, because then you question everything that you've ever thought, that you ever experienced. You start questioning that as well, because if this isn't true, then how many experiences did I feel a certain way with the belief that this was true, and now it's not? So that's when it becomes overwhelming, and we feel everything come up. But it is we are birthing new everything, new beliefs, new patterns, because we're humans, so humans just have patterns, new ways of thinking, a new way to see the world. So all this purging that went on over the past like 2 weeks, it was intense, because remember, where one exists, the opposite has to exist, and it's the same intensity. So just think how challenging the past 2 weeks were. Its opposite is true. So the good, what you want, what you desire, is going to be of the same intensity of, like, the anxiety, for instance. And if you've been experiencing a lot of anxiety, then tonight's meditation is really going to help you. It's going to help ground you as well. And it's something that you'll be able to do anytime you feel overwhelmed, because your mind is going to remember it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the same exact meditation, but you're going to experience your process. And that's what you need to do, your process. So as for the astrology, Pluto squares the moon's nose, and it peaks with Mars forming like a cross, right? Oh no. Oh, let's say I've been seeing a lot of dead beetles, and I've never seen so many beetles before in my life. There's a lot of them, and I've been seeing a lot of dead ones. And I didn't even look it up what it meant to see dead beetles, but that's sad. So this cross energy triggers. The reason why I brought that up is not that I'm an astrologist, but the way everything is forming astrologically is bringing up past lifetimes, traumas, to complete the cycle of, and then we're going to start integrating these new energies. So even though during this new moon, this cross is forming, and this is what the energy is bringing to us, we kind of already started experiencing it, because remember, time only exists here on Earth. In the cosmos, things just happen when they do. There is like no time. So it doesn't necessarily mean tonight during the new moon you're going to experience more of this shit. You were probably already experiencing it maybe 2 weeks ago, and this is like the energy that's coming to the peak now. So you might be experiencing past lifetimes and not realize it. More deja vus. Hi, Judy. More deja vus. Old traumas from old relationships, childhood trauma, relationship trauma, just things that not necessarily you feel every detail of it, but it comes to your attention. And in that moment, when it comes to your attention, if you feel something, that's when you address it. You allow yourself to feel it so you can clear it and transmute it, because you don't need that shit anymore. That's old news. We're also seeing the results of the lessons we've learned, because Jupiter is now in Taurus, which is bringing us wisdom and abundance, because Jupiter has to do with money, and Taurus has to do with money. So this is a good time for money to come to us. But of course, you have to have the attitude of abundance and not fear of scarcity. So this is really, really important for everyone to focus on. Not the scarcity, not the fact that you're going through a certain experience and you're like, shit, if I had money, this wouldn't happen. That's not true. There is a lesson within that, and be aware of that lesson, because who knows what's going to happen to money at this point? I mean, we don't even know. For all we know, we're going to go back to bartering and selling chickens and shit. Then money wouldn't even matter to us. We want like chickens and cows instead, right? So it's bringing us the wisdom from all the lifetimes we've had that we didn't remember, which is why the past lifetimes are showing up also. This is a good time for self-reflection. What you've learned. Don't focus on what sucks, which I know it's hard when you're in that mindset, but try to, okay, what is this teaching me? What have I learned about this past experience that keeps showing up? What did I learn from it? And don't be mad about it. Be grateful for it, because it's contributing to your expansion and your growth. So if you can tweak it to gratitude rather than whatever pain it presents, that's going to be huge, especially right now. So the channeled message I got was, I can't even read the handwriting. You must think for yourself. No one has the answers. The chaos is from the confusion of the collective and these changes. You must feel with your heart, and that is where the answers you seek. The cleansing is nearing. The cleansing is nearing the end. This is the time to manifest your heart's desires and no need for approval. There is guidance within your heart always. That was a very short message that I got, but I felt to share it. So hopefully this helps you in some way, or it brings something to you at some point. So tonight's reading is the cause, the theme is abundance and trust. And the cards always resonate with the energies and what we're talking about. So trust the process, trust the way things are unfolding, trust the fact that we don't know what the hell is going to happen, trust the unknown. So trust is, yes, great change and growth, and abundance. Because if you think about it, this is how I started changing my mindset from scarcity, like lack of like money, right? There's lack of money, but there is an abundance in my thoughts of lack of money. Like you can't stop thinking about it. So that's really abundance. And that's kind of how I started shifting my mindset from scarcity to abundance. Because no matter how much you think about scarcity, lack of, there is an abundance of lack of, which means the universe really is abundant. It gives you an abundance of whatever it is that you think and feel. Remember, the thought and the feeling have to go together, because the feeling is the energy that we send out. The thought has energy as well, but when you want to intensify that, you add an emotion to it. And that is the energy the universe matches. So if you think about it, when you're stressing over bills and you don't have enough money for bills, you're feeling that, oh my God, right? There's an intense feeling of lack. And what do you see? You see more of it, right? Because then something else happens and something else breaks. So try to recognize the abundance in the universe so you can get out of that scarcity mindset, because the shit's going to hit the fan globally with all this, all governments, all the bullshit. And the only thing that they have to control us is fear. Fear of death, fear of lack. Look what they did to toilet paper during the pandemic. Oh my God, there's no toilet paper. Like, we really would have died without toilet paper? Come on, guys. But look what happened. People were fighting over toilet paper. So that is the energy they want us to be in. Do the opposite. There is no lack. There is no lack. Oh, hi, Brooke. That's fine. So that's the theme for tonight. Also, before I get into the readings, if you want to get a crystal ready to do the meditation, I do have my chunk of amethyst and a bunch of quartz. You don't need it because definitely you will receive the energy from these stones. But if you want to amp up your meditation, you can get a crystal to use with. Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 cards. Each card represents a deck. Pick the deck you're drawn to. All 3 decks will resonate with each other and probably what you're going through. So the one that you pick is the one that you need to hear. And usually, almost always, there will be half the people picking 2 decks, and that's fine. So the first card is this. This is deck number 1, and I forgot to write down my timestamps. If you're drawn to this card, you are deck number 1. Deck number 2. If you are drawn to this, you are deck number 2. And deck number 3. If you're drawn to this, you are deck number 3. Write down what deck you picked. I'm going to go over them again, but this way I know everybody was able to see the decks. Deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. It's so funny. As soon as I picked up these cards, I can feel what the decks represent. It was just, that doesn't always happen, but it happened today. Hey, Mo. I'm sorry, guys. Yes, I'm still in my room on a folding table, and every time I do something, the camera moves, and it looks like we're having an earthquake. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to write down deck number 1. If you chose this deck, you are deck number 1. So this one just feels like, and I'm sure you're going to agree with it, right off the bat, she is ready to go and show herself to the world. It's like I feel like she's busting out of any chains, anything that was holding her back. She's like breaking through them. So I feel like deck number 1 is ready to take action and ready to get shit going. The number here is number 34. So if 3 and 4 mean anything to you, or the number 7, because 3 and 4 is 7, that's just some kind of validation when it comes to the numbers. So, oh my God, you got a lot of chakra cards fell out of tonight's reading. Oh, I'm sorry, Anita. It says in the world, not of the world. So it feels like you have these, and I believe everybody has special gifts and talents. But deck number one is ready to show off those gifts and talents. They're ready to, something big is coming. I feel like something big is going to explode for deck number one. So your chakras, sacral chakra, money, heart chakra, sacral chakra, relationships, root chakra, action, and then heart chakra again with compassion. So deck number one, because this is your sacral area, which is your lower abdomen, this has to do with sexual energy, creativity, and emotions. That's what governs that chakra. And it feels like, and I feel like I'm always saying this with every reading for a specific deck, but there is some kind of stomach issues going on. Either a nervous stomach, digestive issues, cramps, issues with your period. Because I feel like that's where you're holding this energy. You kind of push it down and it settles in your sacral chakra. And of course, wherever there's stagnant energy that is stored in a specific chakra, that's what I believe illnesses come from, because it's just energy feeding into whatever it's attaching to. In this case, there is money and relationships. So for some, this isn't everyone. I feel like for some people, either you're in a relationship and money is what's holding this relationship together, and you're questioning the relationship, or you're ready to leave this relationship, but you can't go because you believe you can't take care of yourself. You don't have the money to take care of yourself. So either you're in a relationship because of financial reasons, or you're trying to get out of a relationship, but it's the same thing, financial reasons, but you don't believe that you can do this on your own. I feel like for some, or it could be a specific person, because this is a collective reading, but this kind of feels like it's for a specific person. It's not really I guess it would be abusive. It's mental abuse. It's criticism. It's your partner has you believing that you'd be nothing without them, or that you're never going to sustain the lifestyle that you have now, kind of belittling you. And it has taken a toll on your self-esteem, which comes to the heart chakra, right? The heart chakra is, because this is based on a relationship, it kind of built a wall, letting people in and letting people help you. How can I put this into words? Hang on. Sometimes I gotta find the right words. You have a lot of compassion for other people, but not much for yourself. You're learning to be kind to yourself, and it's really important that you give yourself the same compassion as you give other people, and not be so hard on yourself. And I feel that's because there's some kind of psychological, I almost want to say damage. That's the word that keeps coming up, like psychological damage. There's a belief there. You heard something over and over and over so many times that you believe it. And it's definitely not true, because you have taken the action card. Now, it could be that you're ready to make a move, and it's not necessarily with relationships now, but you're ready to make a move and put yourself out there, but you're scared, which is understandable. But this fear is coming from not being good enough. You heard over and over, maybe from childhood all the way up to adulthood, that you're not good enough to do something. You're not good enough to be this. You're not capable. Because I feel that word capable is like you're not capable to do the things you want to do, to live the life that you want to live. I just feel like you felt trapped for a very long time and you're coming out of it. So this doesn't necessarily mean like you're trapped, and you're coming out of it because you are learning to be kinder to yourself. And you may still have some issues letting people in to help you because you may have some trust issues, which is understandable. However, there's a lot of people around you that accept you for just as you are and support you. Those are your people. Those are the people. And it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be your people forever. But for this transition, because you're going through a transition, you're going through a tough transition. This transition, you have the people around you to help you get to where you want to be. And it's time for you to make this move. And it could be that maybe you don't even know what you want. You just know you don't want what you have, which is fine. I guess you want the opposite, right? Whatever you don't want that you have, what is the opposite? And think about what the opposite is. And then think about how that makes you feel. Is it something you would enjoy? Is it something that makes you happy? Because right now I feel like we're all going through not just a transition, but a period of, I thought I knew what I wanted, but I don't know. I don't even know what I want. Like that kind of thinking. And the best way to do it is to recognize, remember in the beginning, it's like recognizing what doesn't work and discovering what does work. That pretty much explains the position that you're in right now. And your heart is speaking to you very, very strongly. It's just that you're ignoring it because you don't think you're capable of it. So you dismiss it. But there's an opportunity that's coming up for you. You're going to have an opportunity to take action and move forward in what you do want. And it's going to be a good move. It's going to be something really good for you. It's not, don't worry about making the wrong choice, or is this what I really want? Because no matter what you truly want, this will take you there because your heart already knows what you want. You have power. Moving on. Here's the sacral chakra again. Partnerships and alliances and intuition. So, moving on. Either you've just moved or you're looking at moving. And I feel like you're going to be moving before the end of the year. But think about if you're moving because this is what you want, or are you trying to escape and run away? Because that is an important factor in this. If you're looking to run away and escape, wherever you go, there you are. You can't run away from what you feel inside. It's always going to be there. But I do feel like deck number one is moving, or they just moved. And it feels like you're moving to like maybe another state, a different place where you are right now. So it could be like north or south from where you live, or a completely different state. It's a big move. And it's a good move. And see, that's one of the opportunities that are coming up for you to bring you to where you want to be. Even if you don't know, your heart knows. I just keep hearing that. I keep feeling that your heart knows. You might not consciously know because you're not paying attention to your heart. You're kind of suppressing everything because you're in fight or flight right now. But your heart knows. And that's where it's leading you. Your intuition is also very, very strong right now. I feel like for some of you, you fall into like a daydream, like you zone out. Pay attention to what you zone out, like where you are in your mind, where you zone out. Even if it's la la land, you know, maybe you think that there's no way you can ever have whatever it is that you're daydreaming about, but that's not true. You can. So it's as if your heart is communicating with your intuition to show you what you do desire, what really makes you you, what makes you complete. And whatever this situation that you're in is, there's going to be a move that's going to take you to a better place. Now, does that mean every single person for deck number 1 in a relationship is going to go through this? No. If you are in a relationship, I still feel like you need to take action on what makes you happy. Just take away the leaving the relationship. Let's say you're in a good relationship, but you know there's money issues. There's an opportunity that's coming up, and I feel like for the both of you, if you're in a happy relationship, obviously this doesn't mean it's coming to an end. I just felt that strongly because there may be a few people in that particular situation, and that's why it came up. If you're in a good relationship, but there is money issues and there is stress, and almost everybody has that shit going on, I do feel like you still need to take action on your part. I just feel like your heart keeps telling you what you want to do, what you really want, and you're dismissing it. You're just not paying attention to it. Either you think you need money to do this, or you need the resources to do this, but you do have the resources around you to do this. Don't think if you have the money, this transition is going to be any easier, because it's not. But you do have the opportunity to do this. You just need to take any action. Take the smallest step. An opportunity comes up. Don't worry about, do I have the money? Do I have the knowledge? Obviously, you have everything you need to do this, or the universe would have presented it to you. So remember that. The universe doesn't give you what you can't handle. Okay, so you have the goddess Cordella, and she tells you to go outside. You have been indoors so long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So this is more like, obviously, being outside is very grounding. And maybe that's what you need, because the action is the root chakra, and the root chakra is grounding. So maybe you might feel disconnected and maybe not supported because you're not really grounded. Remember, it's so easy to get lost in the higher chakras, like meditating and hypnosis, but we're here to bring that higher level of consciousness to earth. And that's not easy because we have to bring that here. I don't know if you guys hear the thunder, but it's like kicking ass outside. You're bringing that feeling, that connection to earth. It's not an easy task, but going out in nature, grounding yourself, doing things that make you feel happy, just happy. It could be running out in the rain, splashing in puddles. Like, embrace your inner child. That's grounding. Um, Jumping in a pool, or like doing something you did as a kid in the pool or at the beach or whatever it is. Do something fun out in nature, and that will ground you. Believe it or not, it will ground you. You don't have to do a specific exercise to be grounded. Grounding it's a mindset like anything else. If you're stuck indoors and let's say you can't go outside, you can easily go outside in your mind and still experience the breeze, the air, grounding yourself in your perfect outdoor space. That's still grounding, even if you can't go outside. It's just nice to be outside. So you have blessings from Divine Mother. I love how small they print on these cards. A previously closed door now opens. This is a blessed and fortunate time for you. But be mindful, humble, and grounded. Feel your connection to the earth, feel her energy and love in your heart, and know that you are eternally blessed by the Divine Mother. So, grounding is going to be great for you. So let's see your cards. Okay, so your numbers are 3, 4, and 7, just like the first card. It was 34 and 7. So 3, 4, and 7 are very significant to you. I almost feel like it. Okay, this is for a specific person. This is not for everybody, but 3, 4, and 7, that combination of numbers feels like it's a loved one's birthday who passed. There is someone who passed that is around you, and something with the numbers and their birthday. So maybe you've been thinking about this person, or you just felt like their energy. I just feel like those numbers came through for you right now to let you know that they are around you, that they hear you, they're supporting you, they're guiding you, and they're definitely protecting you. Then you have Cancer. So Cancer, if Cancer is significant to you, either in a relationship or you're a Cancer, I almost feel like if you're into Lotto, play 3, 4, 7. I don't know. I got that feeling. So watch we all go play 3, 4, 7, and we'll see who wins. We'll come back next moon circle and see who won. So this card says start being creative. Put down a marker. And I feel like that's the action you need to take, right? You need to be creative with your resources. And I know, don't yell at me, but I know a lot of people think if they had the money, something would be easier if they have the money. That's not true. It's not true. If you get creative with the resources you have, you can achieve the goal probably faster. Because if you have the money to do it, you'd probably screw it up anyway and have to do it all over or maybe lose money. But when you are creative with the resources you have and you're learning along the way, it's like you perfect it. So try to be creative with your resources to get what you want or to get you where you want to be. Your angel messages. You're ready. Success. Be assertive. And that goes back to taking action. Ooh, that goes back to taking action. I just got a vision of the key. I don't really know what that means. A key to me means opportunity, that something is right in the palm of your hand and you just need to embrace the opportunity. But maybe a key means something significant to you, as if you have a key to open the door, a door that maybe you think is locked. You have the key to unlock it. There's something good in that. And it may resonate, it may not. So let's see what your affirmation is. I express my creativity. My unique and creative talents and abilities flow through me and are expressed in deeply satisfying ways. My creativity is always in demand. And there's like the whole bunch of writing. So taking creative action is going to be huge for you. And I feel like this cycle that you've been in is coming to an end, regardless whether it has to do with relationship or not, whatever cycle you've been in where you're feeling trapped, because this was the feeling of the deck that I got. So you're breaking free. You're freeing yourself from some kind of restraints that you put on yourself and other people validated it for you through like saying something to demean you over and over and over again. But I want you to look at this card because this card feels so significant. Just look at how free she appears, how she's breaking out, and look at all the support that she has around her as she breaks free from. I think that's an octopus. I don't know. That's a big ass octopus. That's like a lot of arms for an octopus. But, or that may be her hair. I think it's her hair, as if she is trapping herself. I feel like and this goes for all of us, our greatest enemy is ourselves. It is. We are really good at trapping ourselves, at stopping ourselves from doing something good because we're afraid of something. And then we have those shitty people around us that just kind of validate it and remind us of that deep fear that we have. So deck number 1, I hope that resonated with you. Remember, you are coming out of the shit show. You are moving into new beginnings, something big, but you got to be confident about it. You got to have your courage and take that first step. And everything else will fall into place. Don't, I can feel the feeling and I can't put it into words. Don't let your minds play tricks on you and remind you of the things you cannot do, because it's a lie. That's not the truth. So I hope that resonates with you guys. Now we're going to move to deck number 2. I screwed that whole thing up. Deck number 2. Restore and replenish. This deck for me feels like you're ready to birth, because she looks like she's in a womb, right? And it's like she's ready to birth. So I feel like you're getting ready to birth something, that you're ready to put something big out there. So let's see what's called. See, everyone is getting heart chakra, sacral chakra, root chakra, everyone, and not just like from the reading, because we don't know what deck number 3 is yet, but a lot of other readings I've done for clients, it's the same thing. So it's a theme. It's a theme. You have heart chakra, emotional balance, heart chakra, passion, sacral chakra, pleasure, root chakra, home, and throat chakra, self-expression. So just right from here, it validates this, right? So let's go through it. You have the passion, the pleasure to express yourself. So you're birthing something. Although, okay, I always, for some reason, like the fears always come up. And when I talk about the fears, it's not like I'm negative Nancy or negative Nelly. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit, because in that fear is the missing piece that you're looking for. So your fear here is, this says home, but it's not really like home. It could be home life, but I feel like you believe you're not being nurtured by the people around you. It doesn't feel safe to take this action because maybe it'll disturb your household and you don't know how other people are going to respond to it. But I feel like you're healing that aspect of yourself. I do. You may have had an emotional breakdown, or you may be feeling that you're ready to have one, which is a good thing. It's a good thing, because if you've had the emotional breakdown, you probably feel so much better. And if you're trying to hold this in and don't want to fall apart, allow yourself to have it. I mean, I have like 3 of them already. Emotional breakdowns are good because that shows us what we're storing in our body, what we're refusing to feel or acknowledge. And in this energy is your power. It is the positive aspects of this shadow. Your shadow side is the side you hide from the world. And it's not bad just because it's like the dark and shadow side. It's not bad. It's things that you were conditioned to believe that make you different, that exclude you from, different categories, gifts that you shouldn't, talk about. And we kind of store it in our shadow side. But when you do shadow work and you allow it to come up, that's where your unique gifts are, your abilities, things that make you you, because you stand out, you don't fit in. And everybody has this. So I feel like not everybody, some have already went through this, but some are holding back from allowing it to come out. And you're going to see that from this, we'll call it a breakdown. Okay, we'll call it a breakdown. From this breakdown, you're going to recognize not just who you really are, but what makes you unique and special. And that is the missing piece to you being confident when it comes to express yourself and show the world who you are. You see, like he's singing la la la. Okay, you're just like afraid to sing right now, maybe because you got some dark aspects. That Toddy, you made it. That have you believed in like you got to stay small. We are not meant to stay small. We came here during whatever the hell this is going on Earth. Okay, we all chose to come here during this time because our badass spirits, our souls, thought piece of cake. We're gonna help the planet. We're gonna save humanity. Who knew, right? Who knew? But that aspect of our soul is still within us. And that's the aspect that gets hidden in the shadow. And it comes out as if it's a bad thing because it makes you different. It, we're not supposed to be different. We're all supposed to be the same. It's supposed to be an even playing field, right? We're supposed to look the same, act the same, talk the same. And especially today, like no matter what you do, you have to fit into a label or a category. Otherwise, if you're not this, then you're this. There's so many labels. I can't even keep track of them. So break out of that and be you. Allow this emotional stuff to come out and release it and put it out there. And then you can clear it, you can transmute it, but you have to allow yourself to feel it. If you don't feel it, you can't heal it. So that's really important. Feeling it allows you to heal it. It doesn't want to stay hidden. It doesn't deserve to stay hidden. Even if it is the shittiest aspect of yourself, the shittiest aspect of you is still not as bad as you think. It's still a gift in its own way. It's still a gift. Because remember, law of polarity, where one exists, the other exists as well. Otherwise, its opposite exists. Otherwise, it wouldn't exist at all. So your darkest aspect is really where your light is. Otherwise, the dark wouldn't even be there. So stop holding it back. Stop putting on the strong face and the mask that, everything's good. Like my shirt, everything's fine. And just allow it to come out. Because it's going to come out one way or another. So this is, oh God, I think this is Irene. I don't know. The God is Eireen. Irene, she's peace. There is no need to worry. Everything is working out beautifully. And see, this goes back to like the births. It's like she has the baby. And I feel like that's what your card is. Like you're birthing a improved version of yourself. Is this upside down? Okay. This is your little message card. It's blessing without borders. In essence, we are living energy flowing through the ocean of human consciousness. Spiritual beings moving through cycles of life, birth, death, and rebirth. We are all interconnected and in communion with each other. No matter how much physical space appears to separate us, feel the blessed presence of someone you love in this moment in your heart. I just feel like there's something more to this. I feel like this has to do with someone that is no longer on, someone who passed. Maybe you're having a hard time getting over their passing, or maybe you never grieved their passing. I just feel like it's telling you you're always connected. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could be a pet. Something that was very close to you. Something or someone that was very close to you. Because I feel like it's also teaching you a new way of thinking about death. And that is a huge, huge spiritual aspect. Oh, really, Aileen? Oh, Amy's grandfather just died. So does this resonate with you? How you're looking at death and that like the time and space doesn't separate you. You're still connected. We're all connected to it. Okay, that's awesome. Because that's what I felt like with this. I felt like it had to do more with someone who passed. And you can easily communicate with them because of that. Amy, you probably do feel it, but maybe you already have in your mind how you would feel his presence. He can come to you as a bird, a butterfly. He could come to you as a specific smell or something, as a memory. Those are still presence of people who have passed. They don't necessarily like tap on your shoulder and you kind of feel them around you. They will show glimpse that they're around. And I do believe we feel them most when we're going through something heavy. They show up and let us know that they are around us, that they're protecting us, that they're guiding us. They got our back, especially if you feel alone. Um, you will feel his presence. Believe me, you will feel. It's been very chaotic energy, which doesn't surprise me that you really haven't felt his presence right now. And that's okay. You will feel him. So let's go with, you got a whole bunch of cards here. You have mental conflict, financial and material changes, harmony, solitude, rejoice in celebration, foundations and achievements, and temptation. So I feel like the financial one, the temptation, and the mental conflict. This feels like it has to do with work. Work, however your work is. There's some kind of change that you're looking to make, some kind of move that you want to make. It could be career wise, it could be business wise. So you're at a crossroad, and one is what you think easier or more, or maybe it's clearer or more stable because you can see it. And the other side is following your heart, following your intuition, but you have no idea where it's going to take you. Is it going to work? What's going to happen? The temptation one is an illusion. It's a fake sense of security. So if you had to decide, and this is your choice, because no matter what choice you make, you're going to end up where you're meant to be. There's two different lessons to learn from each. If you trust your intuition and you trust the guidance and you surrender to the unknown, you're going to have a completely different lesson than if you do what you've always done. Let's see how it goes. And it's going to be probably a lesson that you've been repeating over and over again. Either one is going to take you where you need to be. So don't feel you have to be in the right place. You have to really believe in whatever you choose to believe in, that no matter what this unknown is, I will always be safe. I will always be protected. It will always be for my highest and greatest good, whatever it is, wherever it takes me. That's the only difference between the two. One is about trusting. It's really about trusting yourself. I'm not saying like trusting God or the universe. It's really about trusting yourself, because God is within you. Everything is within you. If you trust that, that's you surrendering to the divine. And this is why you have the mental conflict. This is what, and I feel like there's a huge part of you that wants to go in the direction that is a leap of faith. But you feel it may disrupt your household, or it may disrupt the life that you have right now. Like maybe you're going to have to make changes or adjustments, which maybe in the beginning you do, but you're going to be rewarded big time. Big time. Now, this one feels like if you're in a relationship, I'm not really feeling anything with relationship. So that means there's nothing you need to be aware of. If you're going through some kind of cycle, it's just a cycle. It will balance itself out. But if you are not in a relationship, or I feel like for some, there may be this iffy person in your life. You're not really sure about them. It's a person to have in your life, but that's pretty much it. I feel like you are withdrawing from love, from relationships. And it's not like this person, there's something wrong with this person. This is actually you blocking any connection. Maybe you're finding things wrong with them. Maybe you're like, oh, they're like this, and that. I already went through that with my ex. I don't want to go through it again. And look, you put up that thing. And that doesn't necessarily mean this person is like your ex. If it is, then that's something you need to learn, a lesson you need to learn, and find where they're similar and then work on that. But isolating yourself is not going to work, because eventually someone is going to come into your life and teach you whatever it is that you're avoiding to recognize. Not that I'm saying it's going to be bad. It's not. I'm just saying that it's going to push you to open your heart and take a chance, take a risk. Um, and I've said this before during circles, and I'm not really the one to be, preaching this kind of shit. But isn't it better to have felt what love is and lose it? Because nothing is forever, right? So you lose it, but you know what it feels like, rather than never feel it at all. Would you have rather never felt that kind of connection, that kind of love? Or now that you know what it feels like, are you not going to keep trying for that if that's what you want? And that's going to be a risk. I don't believe there's like one forever person. I believe people come into our lives to teach us different things during our journey. If you find someone that you are able to have this whole journey with, more power to you. But that, I believe, is rare. Because when you talk to people who have been married 50 years, there will always be one that sacrificed their dreams for the other. And I don't believe that's why we're here. I believe it's a compromise, and we're both meant to fulfill our dreams. And if we can't do it together, we can't do it together. No big deal. But I feel like it's time for you to open up and take a chance, because it's going to change your attitude. It's going to change how you're feeling right now when it comes to relationships. It's it might not even be that person, that iffy person. I feel like this is someone else. And if you're in a relationship, I feel like that there is someone, obviously not to be in a relationship, but a friendship, that you feel very connected to this person. Either way, it's part of your spiritual journey to be with this person, whether it's friendship or romance. It's someone who's going to play a significant part in your life. And then you have the material and financial and material changes and foundations and achievements. So this goes back to the work aspect. I feel like you're going to have changes in your finances. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. But depending on what you choose at this crossroad, you may have money in the beginning with the one that's familiar, but then that might not last. But if you take the other choice, you may not have the money you want immediately, but you will be rewarded a gazillion times more than you imagine by following that path. And that's not an easy, it's not easy, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And I feel like it's almost like a test. It's a test. It's not like you're going to be broke and you're not going to have money. I'm not saying that. I'm saying one might appear, the easy one might appear safer and stable up front. And the other one is going to be like, I don't know, right? The safe, stable one is like an illusion. It's not really stable because anything can happen. The other one is more you're in control of your money. That's what it feels like. You'll be in control, whether it's a business or maybe like you are a contractor or I don't know. I just feel like you're doing something where you're in control of how much money you can make, as opposed to this is how much you're going to make and you're going to get this amount every week, 2 weeks, whatever it is. And that's like the stability with that one, but it's really not. It's really not. And I do feel like you have a couple opportunities around you when it comes to work. Either a job that you were looking to apply for. And I feel like there is also something outside of the work you do, like an opportunity coming in that you have the skills for, but it's not really what you're doing right now. So I feel like there's two different opportunities when it comes to that. One is like a raise or not raise, a promotion, what you do right now. It's like bumping up to the next level. And the other one is something completely different, but you have the skills to do it. That's what I feel like with work. So your numbers are 10, 7, and 1. And your signs that came up is Capricorn and Libra. 7/10, that's July 10th. That's so weird because I feel like July 10th or the week of July 10th is almost as if you're getting like surprise money or a raise or something like that. And that's probably specific because I mean, I hope everyone who picked deck number 2 gets some kind of money July 10th, but this could be something specific with someone specific. Or you never know. I mean, I've been surprised by what I thought was like specific and then more than one person. So hopefully all of you are getting some kind of money on July 10th. Your angel messages. recovery. That goes back to like your solitude, that you're kind of focusing on you. But I feel like a new version of you is, if you look up here, she has like another version of her, which comes back to your birthing, the new version of you, a better version. That's what this one feels like. There is, you see how she's like another version of her, a higher version of her. Remain positive and not the right time. So if you're in a position where you're forcing something to work, let it go, surrender to it. Whatever's meant to happen is going to happen. You don't have to push something. You don't have to force something. It will, when you're in alignment, it flows easy and effortless. When you have to get aggravated and force something and you're in all this crazy chaos and nothing's working out, it's just the timing's off. It doesn't mean the whole thing is wrong. It's just the timing. So your affirmation card is, I am open and receptive to new avenues of income. See? I now receive my good from expected and unexpected sources. I am an unlimited being accepting from an unlimited source in unlimited ways. I am blessed beyond my fondest dreams. So that was your confirmation. You are open to something new. So deck number 2, I hope that resonated with you. And now we are moving on to deck number 3. Come to life. And this number is 43, which is also 7. So I feel like with this card, she's healing. I don't know what she's doing in the card, but I think she's painting herself. Yeah, I think she's painting herself. But this feels like she's healed her wounds. So I feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself and that you've healed a lot of aspects of yourself. And now you're ready to emerge a new version as well. I just feel like deck number 3 has done a lot of work on themselves. So, root chakra grounding, sacral chakra emotions, solar plexus relationships, responsibility, and heart chakra forgiveness and love. And the other card that's standing out to me is this card, which is also the heart chakra. So the healing that you've done could be from a past relationship. I didn't mean it is from a past relationship, but it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be like family or a friendship. There was some really intense healing and forgiveness that's going on, like maybe from childhood, like some kind of childhood trauma, something like that. Something you've been working on for a very long time. And you've learned to forgive. But I just feel like you still need to be kinder to yourself. I feel like there may be, whatever this was, there's still some self guilt or resentment or anger that you're storing against yourself, not necessarily the other person. But I feel like this may be coming up to the surface lately for you. That's what I feel like it's connected to, how you are treating yourself inside. Because this is something that was really That feels like it's really deep, a really intense healing. And as a result, there is a massive expansion of it. So you have the emotions, and just like deck number one, I feel like either you've gone through an emotional breakdown, or you two are kind of suppressing it. You're not allowing it. You can feel it. You feel like it's ready to explode. Like, you know, you're going to have a breakdown any moment. Anything can trigger it, but you're doing a good job holding it in. Don't, because it's the same as deck number one. And if you picked 1 and 3, then this is validation for you with allowing this stuff to come up, because it's very similar to deck number one. Same thing with the grounding. Feeling nurtured and stable, supported. I feel like you've built a really strong foundation. I just realized the same numbers came out for deck number one. So 1 and 3 is so far very, very similar. Very similar. I feel like you need to do more things that make you happy. A couple of circles ago, we did a meditation where I was saying, I love the way the sunset looks. I love the smell of the air after rain. I love, and just go on and on and on about things that you love. That's very grounding as well. And at the same time, it activates gratitude within you. So you can heal through these little fragments. Here's the vision I'm getting. I feel like your soul was fragmented, like all pieces. And little by little, you're pulling them all back to become whole and complete. And there's like little things floating around that you're not sure if you want to deal with it and integrate it back into your being. And of course you do. And of course you will. And that's why you need to work through those emotions that you are suppressing, because you are going to feel so whole and complete after you allow this stuff to come up. You have Hathor, receptivity. Oh God, it's on yellow. I can't see. Allow yourself, hang on. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuitive energy and ability to give to others. Okay, I stuttered a lot with that one because I couldn't see. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuitive energy, and ability to give to others. See, and maybe that's why I felt like I needed to share like the gratitude meditation thing that we did. Like, I love this, that, and just go through. And you don't have to go into a meditative state. You can just sit there and be like, I really love how green the trees are. I really love the way the sun feels. And just go through the littlest thing that you really do enjoy. Because this card is telling you the same thing. To when you're grateful, you're opening yourself up to receiving more of what you're grateful for. I feel like something big is going on for you too. Okay, we already did the heart chakra. Rest and retreat, rejuvenate, sorry. Firm foundation, truth, and disruption. So disruption doesn't necessarily mean like something bad is going to happen. It's more like someone threw a wrench in your plan, right? Or something unexpected comes up and like you're taken back by it and you're like, whoa, wait, I don't know if this is what I want. I just don't know. So I feel like this is where you are right now. And you may be taking a trip soon, like a short trip. It could be overnight. It could be for the weekend. It could be for a few days, but nothing longer than a few days. I feel like it's a short trip, maybe even a retreat. And I feel like this is going to allow you to gather everything that this energetic cycle is about, what the eclipse was about, the retrograde was about, like really thinking about what doesn't work and what does work in your life, what you don't want, what you do want. I feel like there are some things you're ready to let go, but you're not sure if you should let it go. And I feel like that's where the disruption is. I feel like that's where the wrench is thrown into. Because of that, then you can't do this, or you have to put off that because of this. It's something that you need to let go of. And it doesn't mean let go of, like, if it's a person, it doesn't mean you don't want this person in your life ever again, but you release the attachment, the emotional attachment to this person or this experience or this thing. That's what you're releasing. So don't think because you're releasing something, it's gone forever and you're not sure if you want it gone forever. That's not, you're releasing the emotional connection to it, the need to have this. I love, this is one of my favorite cards, the tree with the heart on it. Blessings of good fortune. Rich and rewarding experiences bring you increased spiritual awareness at this time. Good fortune flows to you as your third eye opens. You are inspired, feeling totally at peace. Life is a beautiful tapestry woven in threads of love. Did you get? No, you didn't get it. Okay, I thought you got, that was deck number 1 with the intuition card. Okay, so the only physical thing that just really came to me, because I just got like a massive pressure headache. Deck number 3, maybe having headaches, like I don't know if it's tension. I feel like someone's squeezing my head here. So I don't. It could be someone, or it could be several of people that picked deck number 3, and I feel like you're very sensitive to the energies that are coming in, and it really is expanding your crown and your third eye chakra. It's also opening your mind, because you're clearing out a lot of, you've done so much healing. So you're clearing out a lot of old beliefs, old ideas, old thoughts, and you're making space, and this area is expanding. That's what that feels like. Oh, you have 4 of these. You have 3, 6, 2, and 1. So I want to see something. 9, 10, 12, 3. Okay, so 6, 3, 2, and 1. Those numbers may be significant to you, and Aries may be significant to you as well. So let's see. You got these big changes that are taking place for you. I feel like is going to happen within the next month. let's just say month. Within the next, from now, it could happen tomorrow or a month from now, but within the next month, you're going to see big, huge changes that are good. It might make you nervous because they are big changes, but just know that you got this. You have everything you need to embark on this new journey. So remember when I said, like, you healed yourself and you're ready to show yourself to the world? That's what's going to happen within the next month. You are going to put yourself out there. For some, I feel like it has to do with speaking. I don't know, either being at an event and like being a keynote speaker, or maybe you're doing videos where you're speaking. Hey, Lori. Oh, really? You know what was interesting? I started the other day, I had this massive like pressure headache, and I was hearing like that humming noise. And I was like, oh, I got to check the space weather, because it's a free app. It's called Space Weather. And you can like track the solar flares and geometric storms and the Schumann resonance. And every time I'm feeling a certain way, I would check it to see what's going on, so I can like recognize what certain thing, like a solar flare, how it makes me feel. Or when the Schumann resonance changes, how do I feel? So this is something I've been doing for a couple of months. But I've been having a lot of sinus head pressure, but we did get like hammered with some serious solar flares and geometric activity. There was a lot of seismic activity in the ocean off the coast of North Carolina, South Carolina, that area. Of course, we're not going to hear about it. And it like corresponds with the geometric fluctuations. That's not my field. I just like know when I see it, like on the app, like what the hell's going on. I couldn't even tell you what it actually means, but it does affect us. So I feel like deck number 3 is doing a lot of clearing in the way you think. And this card standing out to me, it says, it will work out soon. And this one says 3 weeks. I'm saying between now to a month. This one says, finalize something, just let go. And remember, the other card was saying, like, to the forgiveness, just like the finalizing, I feel like, is your emotional breakdown. Oh, that is so cool, Lori. That is very cool. So then that's this, you pick, I'm assuming you picked deck number 3. So running some new groups would be like speaking. That is awesome. So let's see what your angels have to tell you. No need to worry. Look for a sign. And if you believe. Let's see what your okay, this may be significant to you or just someone. But this shape, I don't know if you, oh shit, I don't know if you're seeing geometric shapes, but you see this ball that she's holding, like the shape of it. And that's a Merkaba inside of it. So I feel like either you've activated your Merkaba or working with a Merkaba, or maybe you visualize a Merkaba over your head. There's just something significant about this shape. There's just something significant. So if that resonates, great. If it doesn't, screw it. Doesn't apply. Let's see what your affirmation is. Okay, the whole deck fell. It's not going to work. I am flexible and flowing. I am open to the new and changing. Every moment presents a wonderful new opportunity to become more of who I am. I flow with life easily and effortlessly. That really goes with your reading, deck number 3. So deck number 3, I hope that resonates with you. Now we are going to get ready for the meditation. And I'm going to timestamp the meditation. Okay, so get yourself comfy. If you want, get a stone. I'm going to be sending, I need a stable table. I'm going to be sending you guys Reiki as well. If you don't have a stone or you don't feel like getting up, that's fine. Don't worry about it. You are still receiving the energy of all the stones that are around me and everyone else as well. Get comfy. You could sit or lay down. I'm going to cross my legs because that's what I do when I do the meditation. Okay, so close your eyes and take a deep breath in and let out a big exhale. Take another deep breath in through your nose and slowly exhale through your mouth. The next breath in through your nose, feel your body fill up with your breath. And slowly exhale and feel your body relax and let go. And each breath you become deeper and deeper relaxed. Each breath becomes easier to relax and let go. Your thoughts just flow in and out with each breath. Nothing to focus on. There's nothing you need to do. Just relax and let go. Now imagine you're in a meadow. And this meadow can look anything you want it to look like. It's a perfect place that you can create things just by your thoughts. If you want a specific flower, it appears. A specific tree or plant, it appears. Some birds. And as you walk around creating this space, you feel the coolness of the grass beneath your feet. You can feel the ground supporting you with each step you make. You feel the gentle breeze on your skin, the warmth of the sun, flowing its healing, loving light right through you. And just look around and explore this space, a space that you create. And in this space, you feel safe, protected. It is the perfect place for you to heal and expand. And as you walk along, you see a perfect spot to just sit and be. And you make yourself so comfortable on the ground. And you just breathe in the air, the warmth, the joy, the love of this space. And now as you sit, imagine a diamond-like rainbow light flowing in through the top of your head. And you can feel the warmth of this light pouring in through the top of your head. And you can see all the colors of this rainbow light, sparkling, glistening. Just let this healing light flow wherever it needs to, wherever you need healing or clearing. And just observe where you feel it. And now you can feel the roots from beneath your feet planting you safely into the crystalline grid of the earth. The earth is ready and open to clear and transmute what no longer serves you. And in return, bringing you loving, healing, nourishing love and light. And the deeper these roots become, the stronger and supported you feel. Now this light is going to clear each chakra. Allow this rainbow light to flow in, filling up your root chakra with perfect, loving red light. As it clears away any fears, doubts, and insecurities out through the roots of your feet back into the earth. Clearing away any anger, resentment, any fear of not feeling supported or nurtured. And allow this light to fill every aspect of your root chakra with red, perfect light as it clears away any imbalances while Earth transmutes these energies. You can feel the Earth's energy of love and support flowing in through the roots, filling up your chakra. You can feel the support, the nurture, the sense of knowing you are perfect just as you are right here, right now. And now this rainbow light flows into your sacral chakra, the lower part of your abdomen. And as it fills this area with orange, nourishing, healing light, the earth is open and ready to clear and transmute any feelings of doubt, insecurity, emotions you're afraid to express, any blocks in creativity, any ideas, thoughts, and patterns that have you believe you do not deserve. And allow the earth to fill this chakra with healing, loving, nurturing light, knowing it is safe for you to express yourself uniquely. It is safe for you to desire what your heart feels. You deserve abundance. You deserve an abundance of love. And you can feel this energy coming in through the roots of your feet, filling your sacral chakra with an abundance of love, peace, and allow this energy to flow into your belly, your solar plexus. And a beautiful yellow light is filling this space as the earth clears and transmutes any feelings of doubt, worthiness, being good enough, any guilt, any doubt in who you are. Allow the earth to fill this chakra with nurturing, healing, love, and light. Activating the fire in your belly, your passion, your power, filling you with confidence and security. Now allow the rainbow light to fill your heart space with beautiful green light as the earth opens and allows any doubts and insecurities to flow back into earth so she can clear and transmute any blocks in your heart. Anything that makes you fearful of opening yourself up to unconditional love, compassion, and empathy. Any thoughts that have you believing you are weak for having this compassion or empathy. Allow it to flow out through the roots of your feet and the earth, fill it with healing, nurturing, love, and light. Filling your heart space, opening and expanding your heart. Each breath you take, knowing it is safe for you to love. It is safe for you to love unconditionally. Allow this rainbow light to pour into your throat chakra, filling it with blue, warm light as the earth opens and expands to clear and transmute any doubts and insecurity about who you are and how you express yourself in the world. Clearing away any blocks that keep you from listening and speaking with love and understanding. Filling you up with nurturing, healing, love, and light, knowing it is safe for you to express yourself uniquely. That no matter who you are safe to express yourself just as you are. Now allow the rainbow light to fill in your third eye chakra, your brow area, filling it with indigo, beautiful indigo light, clearing away old thoughts and patterns as they flow out through the roots, back into the earth, so she may clear and transmute it, releasing any mind chatter, any overthinking, opening and expanding this area to intuitive guidance, creative ideas. Allow the earth's energy to fill it with nurturing, healing, love, and light, expanding and opening your third eye chakra, so you may think clearly and see the world with love and understanding. Allow this rainbow energy to flow in through the top of your head, filling your crown chakra with violet light, opening and expanding your connection to all that is, clearing away old conditioning that may have come from society, religion, and other conditioning operations. Allow the earth to clear and transmute this energy, and in return, fill this area with nurturing, healing, love, and light, so you are full of abundance, full of ideas, fully connected to everyone and everything. Now allow this rainbow light around your entire being, and allow it to expand around your chakra, healing any tears, any openings. Allow it to release any unhealthy connections, emotional attachments, releasing any trauma, any karma, anything that no longer serves you. Allow it to fill and protect your aura with nurturing, healing, love, and light. And feel the vibration of your aura as it heals. Feel it pulsate outside of your body and into the room. Feel your aura expand. And notice how strong and how complete it is. Now that you are feeling whole and complete once again, thank this perfect place for the time to heal. Thank anyone and anything that contributed to your healing, knowing you can return to this place anytime you wish. Anytime you feel to balance or heal, you will remember easily and quickly, just with a thought, knowing your inner healer will heal you immediately. Know that you're divinely guided and protected, always. And no matter where you are on the planet or in the universe, You are always safe to be you. Now slowly come back into the room, feeling weightless, feeling peace and balance. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So guys, I hope that helped you feel balanced. I hope it brought you the healing that you are looking for right now, or that you need right now. Just know that this will continue to work over the next coming days and weeks. Good, Bernadette. I'm happy. Guys, drink a lot of water, because if you're not thirsty yet, you will be thirsty in a little bit. Just because these meditations and healings seem simple and easy, don't think that they're not powerful. They definitely are. I couldn't think of like how to word that. I'm still like floaty. So drink a lot of water. You may feel tired within the next half hour. It's already late, at least for me here. So just veg, go to sleep, maybe take a bath or a shower and clear away anything else. But no, it's going to continue to work. And you can come back to it anytime you wish, because your inner healer already knows how to do it. Now you've experienced it. Now you know what it feels like. You're welcome, Lori. So guys, I hope this was helpful to you. I hope the messages meant something to you. And I hope the healing healed you. The meditation healed you. Go set your intentions. Do whatever you need to do to plant the seeds for this new moon. I wish you an abundance of love and light. Thank you guys, and I will see you soon. Good night.